Ladies and gentlemen, Healthy Criticism here. I have been sick for the past week or so, bedridden, had to miss a ton of work. And this ibuprofen is about to stop working in a few minutes, so I figured might as well pump a video out before I go back into needing to hibernate myself. Today I'm taking a look at Builders of Greece, the publisher Playway, co-publisher at least, according to Steam, was gracious enough to provide me a key with it after I had to go through a little bit of a quiz on Twitter after they posted on the game. They were kind of foolish to ask me a food question. My fat ass knows and loves food more than the average gamer, I would say. So, yeah, that was an easy one for me. But this here game is kind of a Anno style city builder. It follows the same formula where you keep your citizens happy, you fulfill their needs, and you can upgrade them to the next level, the next tier. And then they provide more money for you and your economy flourishes. Before we go into the gameplay, we're going to take a look at the options here. You have some general options for the camera, autosave, and streaming mode. It is enabled here, I think maybe for copyright and music. It's the autosave goes down to 5 minutes. I would have liked to have seen it on 3, but 5 minutes is still better than 10 that some city builders force you to endure. Got some camera options here for speed and panning and all that good stuff, which is really nice. On the graphics settings here, we have the display mode. And I just realized shortly after starting my recording that the window was not correct, but I have resolved that for now. And anyway, we got some general options here for display mode, borderless, screen resolution, display mode. I don't know why VSync is hidden behind the advanced thing here. As you can see, this says VSync. It's pretty strange, but you can do full. I have it on full. Anti-aliasing is on none. Graphics, quality of graphics, there's kind of a general one. Building animations quality, I love the building animations actually, it's pretty nice. Crowd density, water quality, terrain quality. One of the main differences that this game has with Anno is that you don't actually immediately build the buildings. They take some time to be built. General, we got master music, background as sound effects, and narrator. Some of it is voice acted and it's pretty nice. And we got some key bindings here that I never really bother with because I am not that smart. When you start the game, you're going to have a few options here. You got sandbox, load, and scenarios. And you got 3 scenarios to choose from, at least for now. Not sure if more are coming, but this is the one release, so I highly doubt that there will be. Got New Beginnings, Age of War, and Birth of Democracy. I started with New Beginnings, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. When I hit continue, it's going to take me to New Beginnings, and this is going to be an old beginning because it was new when I started it, and now I'm loading it. I might be biased, but I like the theme of this game. I'm not mad at it at all. It's entertaining to watch, and I just realized that with my new monitor here, this is very, very trippy. It's a much higher resolution monitor. It's much bigger, much curvier. I know some people like that. And we're going to start with a few issues that I have with the game, so I'm going to pause because it's important to do that here. So this is my doctor. Let's see if I have another doctor here. Actually, there's not a problem with this. So you're going to see the coverage area. You can move buildings, no problem. Like one of my favorite things about this is you can just move a building however you would like. Now, as you can see, this is in the coverage area. But the game doesn't quite specify that, yeah, it's in the coverage area, but it's not going to work for everybody. Now, you may have thought, yeah, this should be good, right? I'm covered. But all these people out here, they're not actually able to get coverage from this building, which is actually the healer's house. So, one of these buildings was sick. They're technically in the healer's area, but it didn't quite work for them to get fully healed, and then they died, and then there was rubble that I had to deal with, and so forth. So, that being said, if you take away that little issue that I had, everything has been running pretty smoothly. You have your population here. Obviously, you can see you have different types of workforces, same as Anno. You have your food and some various other resources that you can look at. My meat is going substantially down, so I might have to resolve that here soon. But you can change which resource is actually being displayed. I would have liked to see all the an option for all the resources to be displayed, or maybe like a small window here that I could move around. That has been a possibility in the past, but not quite in this game. If you switch to military mode, you can move your units around, and this is how you actually go to war. There's some bandit camps here that you can attack. These are going to be too powerful for me to deal with right now, but I did defeat one of them. It was this one right here, and it's no longer here. And I could expand up on those lands, but I haven't quite had the chance to do so. This is your income. I'm making 197 drachmi for the time being, and it's actually pretty easy to make income. All you have to do is let the game run idle for a few minutes on speed 3, and as long as everything is fine and you're not really in any deficit of any resources, you're going to be good to go. This is your building menu down here. You have the cottage. This is your house. This is the upgraded house. This is the one that I've built to be upgraded. And this is the basic house here. As you can see, they need a little bit more faith. This is the altar. This is where they do faith, but they have no materials. You need oil lamps, and you need meat to make faith happen, right? I haven't made oil lamps yet because I just unlocked this as I was being done with the game. But in order to do that, we're going to have to build some oil olive press. But in order to get the olive press working, I'm going to have to build some olive groves, and then the olive press, and then we're going to have to build the oil lamps. And this is going to be the oil lamps here. This is the building that builds the oil lamps. I don't actually think that you need the olive press. You would think that you do, but I guess you don't. I can put it down and find out. That's the nice thing about doing this, is that you can just find out. I'm going to put you right around here. I'm going to try not to obstruct that road axis here. Let me see, I'm going to put a road. Hopefully there's going to be more roads, and that's why there's so many options for the road here. Otherwise, why would you make me click twice, you know? Just, if there's more roads, then I hope I discover them pretty soon here. I was trying to fast forward until the oil lamp maker was built, but as you can see here, yes, I was right. You need olive oil and you need ceramics in order to build the oil lamps. I have plenty of ceramics here, as you can see. These are my ceramics, but I don't have any oil. The one thing I need to do before I proceed with anything is actually fix my meat income, and that will require a few more meat camps. I'm gonna do one here. Can I actually do one here? And there we go, 100%, 100%, 100%. I'm not quite sure how that works. With this building right here, this is not working. It says work halted, storage full. Yeah, no shit, it's full. It's because I need the warehouse guys to go pick it up. They're not actually going to pick it up for some fucking reason. It is connected with a road, so I'm not quite sure why it's not happening. And if I move it here, it's still not being picked up. I'm not quite sure why this has broken. This is a meat production. It's not helping with my meat storages, but... And I've added more warehouses. I've added this warehouse here, and this warehouse, but they're not actually doing anything about it, which is very strange. So I'm not going to worry about that right now. This is going to be your agora. This is the central life of your village. And this is what everything runs around from. This is where everything is stored. This is where your villagers are going to be taking their stuff. You do have the marketplace, but it's actually much more limited as to what it can cover. But it does help a lot. But the main thing you want to have stocked and everything kind of getting centralized in is going to be the agora here. And of course I can actually move everything into this area here and have more of a flat area in order to actually organize my city a little bit better, but that's going to take a long time, and that's not quite time that I have, in all honesty. You do have some administrative buildings. The more you progress with the story, the more you're going to unlock. Right now, my society development quest is telling me to build a goat farm, an almond grove, and a bunch of almond fields. Even the fields and kind of how they work is taken straight out of Anno. So let's say I do want to build an almond grove, right? Just for the hell of it. I'm going to build an almond grove. I'm going to build it. I'm going to have to build a road to connect it. I don't like the road, the way that the roads are built. That's one of my biggest gripes with this game. This doesn't make sense. It should have been a little bit more intelligent, in my opinion. No storage access. There's no warehouse. The warehouse is too far. So what I'm going to have to do, administrative. Is this say warehouse? Builder's house. Never mind. Marketplace, warehouse. Here we go. Gonna have to build a warehouse, and it's gonna be built right here. Hopefully it's gonna be finishing really soon. I'm gonna build the almond tree, the almond farm. Let's do one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, and then one more right there. So we got 6, which is nice. I'm gonna fast forward because we don't want to wait too much for that to happen. This is really, really cool. I do enjoy watching the buildings get built. It's kind of strange, but it's true. Here we go. There's warehouse. These resources are going to be flowing a lot easier now that I have more warehouses handling them. It's going to be this one. It's going to be this one. It's going to be helping out a lot, especially with my meat farm and everything, which is what these are. I thought they were lumberjacks. I don't know why I thought they were meat farms. I didn't realize they were meat farms. These are my lumberjacks here. That's pretty nice. All in all, if you follow the same principle that Anno has kind of been laying out for the past few years, you're going to be just fine. I think what I have to do with this building is actually demolish it. So I'm going to do... You can be demolished. I think it bugged out. I don't think it was working anymore. Maybe I could have tried to restart it, but it didn't feel like I was going to be saving any time with that. I should probably build an olive farm next in order to get some oil. Well, they have to build the oil press too, so that's going to be more of a me playing the game and me showing the game. I know this video was a little strange. My ibuprofen, like I said, is about to wear out, and I am just... What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Why... There we go. See the road, the way you build roads, man. This ain't it. You know, I've had some really magnificent road building mechanics in games that I've played in the past few years. This is definitely not it. If I had to take out points from this game for one thing, that would definitely be the road system. But like I was saying, if you follow the same mechanics that Anno has been laying out for the past few years, you're gonna be just fine. This is basically just a different theme, a different setting kind of game. There is combat, of course. The combat is controlled. Basically, it's not real time. So when you get your soldiers to attack an enemy, they do get experience, of course. They level up, they become a little stronger. But the main thing is that it's kind of like a turn-based game. It's pretty interesting, actually, because it's kind of like chess. You move your pieces. It's not one at a time. It's all of them at a time. But it is quite more challenging. It's a little more challenging than you might think. I guarantee you that ship is going to launch an attack on me, or it's going to launch an attack on one of the bandit camps. Raider's army marches out. Okay. So these guys are coming after me. Here we go. They're probably gonna... they're not that many, but they do have an archer. So, yeah. This is quite hard to see. I was looking for this when the first time I fought an enemy, but you're gonna have a fight here. So you place down your soldiers. As you can see, I'm gonna be putting my slingers on the behind them, and my soldiers on the front. You can probably skip the round. It's actually pretty smart to skip the round and let the enemy come to you. I'm gonna skip the round again, and the enemy's gonna come to me. I don't know if they. The problem is you cannot attack once you move, right? So if you move next to them, you cannot attack them. As you can see, they couldn't attack me. So we're gonna attack, gonna attack. They attack back when it comes to melee attacks, and I do want to take this guy out, which is nice. He's taken out. I cannot move here. So what I'm going to do is move here. Move this guy here. And then move this guy here. So it's kind of strange because my units are doing the attacking, but they're taking more damage than the person they're attacking. So this guy died. This guy is in trouble because he is in the range of the fire. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that, and we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. So now we're gonna move forward a little bit more and try to get them as much as we can. And the ranged units do a lot of damage. The ranged units are actually pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. So this guy died, and we're moving forward to the archers. And they're actually moving back, which is nice. We're gonna force them out. You go there, you go there, and you go there, you go there. And you get the idea. There we go, we're gonna move that. Now that archer is still pretty dangerous, and they can do a little bit more damage than the slingers. Let's see how much more damage they can do. Is that it? They're not doing anything? Okay. Okay. Looks like melee attacks do not trigger a counter, which is nice. I wish they would just surrender so they wouldn't damage my guys. That's actually pretty nice. They're not attacking my guys. That's pretty good. We can move there. There we go. Move into battle. Oh, I could have attacked this guy. I don't know why I didn't attack, actually. There we go. You go there, you go there, you go there, you go there, you go there. You go... You cannot go there. But you can go there. You can accept that move. Bam, bam, bam. This was as easy as it was supposed to be, in all honesty. And this is the combat. Is it something super special? I don't think so. You know, it's fine. I don't hate it. It's actually semi-challenging. So skirmishers, slingers, you can unlock more people as you can see, but this is what we have to work with right now. I want to do another melee just to protect my slingers. And they have gained a little bit of experience, which is nice. I need to figure out how to heal these guys because they're not full health. But the experience bar is going to be that one right there. And it's pretty nice. That's it for the game, really. You just build shit. You flourish your economy. And then you kind of go from there. It's not bad. You know, it's actually 20 bucks. For 20 bucks, you get a lot of Anno from this game. And right now it's still 50% off for the next, let's see, how much longer is going to be 50% off? Until May 20th, it's going to be 20% off. So you have plenty of time, not 50% off. You have plenty of time to get that deal. So there you have it. I hope you found this useful. I apologize, my energy is not what it usually is. But this virus is quite literally kicking my ass. So this was indeed the best I could muster. And I'm hoping on the next one I can come back a little stronger if I'm not still sick. But I had to I had to upload a video. I had to do something. I am going a little crazy cooped up in this house. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful, and I hope to see you on the next one. Peace.